Hi guys, I'm back with another video and I thought today I would talk about mental illness because, when have I not talked about that? It's not at all something that's always featured on my channel. Anyway, it's Mental Health Day today and I thought it would be important to release a video on this topic again. Yesterday, one of my friends, Tina, tweeted at me asking how therapy can help dissociation and derealization. I realised that I haven't directly talked about this, although in my dissociation derealization video that I posted a couple of months back, I did cover this subject briefly at the end of the video. I thought it would be very important to create a whole little thing of help and information on how my therapy has been helping me with my dissociation and how my therapist has been helping me with it. I won't be talking about all the different types of therapy that can help dissociation/derealization, as it really depends on what the root of your problem is and also what else you are dealing with. Plus, I don't know much about other ways of treating it, just about the way that I'm going about it, which is CBT, Cognitive Behavioural Therapy. This is a talk-based therapy that concentrates on dealing with the way you behave and the way you think about things. So there is a very tiny cat just outside my window. It concentrates on changing the way you behave and the way you think to a more positive way. Usually it is used just for anxiety and depression, but it can be used for a multiple of things. I started therapy back in October last year, I think, so nearly a year ago, and I was in therapy up until late June, and then I had a little break and I'm actually going back today, which is great. At first we didn't target dissociation as I had really bad anxiety and depression at the time, and they had to be targeted first. They were at the forefront. We soon realised that dissociation was also at the forefront along with all the rest of the crap, so it was really important for me and my therapist to deal with that at the same time. So this is how we tried to deal with it. The way me and my therapist went about it was, firstly, we concentrated on breathing techniques, ways to calm my body and to sense what I'm feeling and how I'm doing physically first. This allowed me to also become in touch with how I'm feeling emotionally, which is often an issue when dissociation is around or when derealization, depersonalization is around. My therapist taught me how to breathe slowly and to notice what I'm feeling in my hands, in my feet, where the pressures in my body is, whether I'm tingly in my hands, how are my shoulders, am I tense? He taught me to breathe into my hands, to breathe feeling into my hands or my feet when I was dissociated. This in itself helped me sense myself, which helped fight the dissociation. But after this, it meant that I had a kind of coping technique, a simple coping technique, and we could go into the slightly deeper things. For example, I call this unlocking. I don't think that's the actual proper word, but we had to look into my past and try and unlock the situations and events that caused me to dissociate. The way we did that is we went back into my past, or he made me think back into my past and try and picture myself there and to feel what I was feeling then. And it's a really stressful thing to do, so I don't recommend actually doing it by yourself in your room because you need support. Although it was really hard and we are still working on it, I don't think we've actually fully unlocked the things yet. I'm sure it has helped, as it's helped me kind of accept it a bit more. Often finding the root of a subject or the root of a feeling and an event allows you to have more control over it. So going back in the past and noticing what has caused my dissociation did really help me have a grasp on my dissociation and a little bit more control on it. Another thing that my therapist taught me to do was to give myself space to dissociate. I know that sounds weird, but he said if you are going to dissociate, then you might as well give yourself a safe space, give it a time, control it. If you can harness it like that, then it means you can you can lessen it to as much as you can. Although often I am depersonalized a lot of the time and derealized a lot of the time, my dissociation, the intense type, only comes when I am at high anxiety levels or something sets it off. It has to usually be triggered. So if I know that it's going to be triggered by something specific, then I can give myself a safe space to go and be triggered in. I know it sounds bad because it sounds like you are giving into it, but in a way it's good not to fight it, because fighting dissociation and anxiety and depression can make it so much worse because you feel so weak because you can't beat it. It's not something that you will beat, it's something that you need to learn how to deal with and kind of take in as your own and then get through it. I do know that Dodie has done some a video or two on the kind of treatment she's going through for her depersonalization, derealization. I can link those below. There's a therapist, psychologist, YouTuber I watch that has done a couple videos on derealization, I think, that I can also link below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it. Remember to subscribe, like, comment. I release similar content every week to do with mental illness, LGBT things, and music. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day. Bye.